What's up, Cowboy Nation? Really appreciate you guys for jumping in. So far, 3 players and no contracts. Strong consideration for Hooker. Strong consideration for him. He felt as if though everything went well. The other situation is Kazee. He got another interview with the Lions. And the other guy, J-Ron Curse, they still going to put him on the back burner until everything sorts its way out or till they figure out things and these sorts of things. So far, as far as the safety search, I do know that a lot of people on the aspect of let's just go into the draft. We really don't want to dabble into injury guys, but you always got to do your homework. You got to always do your homework. And just like I lamented earlier this morning, everything is predicated upon which if they can clear their physicals. Let me say that again because a lot of people miss that part. If they can clear their physicals or their medicals and these sorts of things. So they're still looking at everything and sitting there saying, okay, all right, if this guy's able to do this, if this guy's able to do that, then we will bring them on. That's the truth of it. And then when you're talking about writing a contract, it doesn't happen just like that. You really got to get into the meat and potatoes of it and to see whether or not this person or said person is somebody you would really want to keep. Now, these are the other things that I want to clear out for a lot of people. My name is Law Nation. I'm not a news reporter. I don't try to do breaking news. If it so happened to be a breaking news article or a breaking news report, I would read whoever wrote the breaking news and I give you guys my thoughts and my assessments on it. I'm not a journalist, so don't get it mixed up. I'm not an insider. I'm an outsider. From the outsider's opinion, basically. There are several good insiders out there that I strongly recommend that you guys to go follow. And you'll see their names throughout. I'll mention their names like a John Machota, a Mike Fisher, James Slater. You know, y'all can follow insiders for their mindset or from their knowledge and get what they have to say about the team. I'm just going to give it to you in a passionate way, right? So it's not PC'd up or it's not sugar-coated up and these sorts of things. I got nothing to get out of it, right? Just to talk to you guys and give you guys my thoughts. And speaking of my thoughts, my dog, Jaycee Horn, he performed today. He did his deal today. He jumped out of the building with over a 41-inch vertical leap. Man, he did 19 reps and he ran a 4.39 for your mind. There was a lot of people about a couple of days ago that was typing in the comment box saying, man, Jaycee Horn is slow, dog. I'm sitting like, what? Now, he don't have the fastest of the fastest feet when you look on the film, but he's always there and he's always around the ball. Bat downs are always crazy. I like his physical tough. I like his mindset. And also Asante Samuels Jr., he showed up. Those boys are showing up. All of the current football players' sons, they showed up, man. I look, hats off to Patrick Surtain, hats off to Asante Samuel Jr., and as well as Jaycee Horn Jr. Well, Jaycee Horn, he's not a junior, but you guys get what I'm saying. So all of those boys, they showed up and they showed out, especially Asante Samuels. He ran a 4.38. Boy, fast. And he was in and out of his cuts. I got some of the highlights on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. Can't put it on YouTube because you never know. But I would tell you guys this. The Dallas Cowboys, in order to elevate, I like when I do that. In order to elevate this team, they must focus in on the defensive side of the ball. Now, Gail Brandt, I really listened to what he had to say. He came out with his top 100 list and his top 10 players, all on the offensive side. Let me repeat, all on the offensive side. So even if you really want to look at it from a BPA, predicated upon his viewpoint, a defensive player don't come up, I believe, until the 14th or the 15th pick, until he start ranking a defensive guy. So my thing is, see, the draft is always crazy. And one person that always got a good ear to the situation is Gil Brandt. I'm talking about he's not from this planet, basically. He's been watching players tape when there was not even a DVD recorder, not even a tape recorder. This dude been watching tape like in the Stone Ages, man. But he's still around. He watched good tape and he put out good points and good scouting grades. And 9 times out of 10, he's only wrong, that 1 time out of 10, but 9 times out of 10 or 99 out of 100, he be on the money. He on the money. And for all of the Cal Pitts out there, haters, he got him 3rd overall. So it's going to be crazy. And then, of course, Waddle is sitting right there at the 10th person on his particular board or what have you, or his ranking. Now, I say all of this to say that I believe where we drafted at, we can still pick out a good dog. We can pick out a good guy that can be one of those dogs for us. But the Cowboys must do their due diligence and still try to figure out things during this free agency, because word on the street is that since if Hooker don't get signed, if Kazee don't get signed, of course, we're not going to put Jayron Curse in the same conversations, but we can put them in there. If those 3 don't get signed, word on the street, man, is that they might pick up their phone and say, Xavier Woods, we know you had a bad year last year. We want to know if you about that comeback action. We want to know if you really about football. I heard that they might give him an offer. He might be the best situation out there because he's healthy. Show of hands in the comment box with thumbs up or what have you. Would you rather have a half, or I'm going to say half, well, let me say an injured player coming from an injury opposed to a person that's fully healthy? Well, I'm not going to say fully healthy, but a person that's semi-healthy, because when you play in the National Football League, there's always some knick-knack that you're going through. Or you would rather go through a guy that's only giving you 25% or 50%, 60% here and there, opposed to somebody who's giving you 100%, but they're injured more than 100%. Well, injured more than 50%. However they're saying it's going. Would you rather have it, basically, let me just say it like this. Would you rather have Xavier Woods back, or would you rather have a Kazee or a Hooker or a Jayron Curse and Malik Hooker? I keep getting what you call that, notices from these social media platforms where you just say Hooker. Y'all make sure y'all put Malik Hooker, because these platforms are kind of strange these days with the PC culture. You got to make sure you ain't saying certain words, what have you. Malik Hooker is the man's name. I can't help it. And I'm not talking about the YouTube, but Malik Hooker is his name. It's his birth name. We not calling, nevertheless. You guys get what I'm saying. Facebook and YouTube. I'm just saying the man's name. I'm glad my last name ain't Hooker, you know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. I'd be not being able to do this show because my last name is Hooker. But neither here nor there. The Dallas Cowboys, we got a long way to go. I believe in the hearts of hearts. They still like TCU, Trayvon Moritz, and news is out that they still like Caleb Farley. Caleb Farley, the only thing is I got big reservations on this back situation. Although it was outpatient surgery, it's just one of those things like, it could be a telltale sign. Now, if he drops, that's a whole nother story. Like if he drops in the second, late second, the third or what have you, since we got those extra compensatory picks, and if he dropped, you could trade back up into that second and pick him up. And we are known for taking risky players, especially in the second round. That just seems like that's where we go. In the second round, we love to pull out, that's all of the cards right here. Let's go take a gamble at this player. But the draft is always a fickle situation. There's nothing that's going to be sitting there saying, okay, this is a Hall of Famer, that is a Hall of Famer. Oh, you can do this, you can do that. If the Cowboys really strike gold on this thing, if all of these players or all of these teams are really looking on the offensive side, and they fool around and let these defensive guys slip right into our hands, man, it can be crazy, baby. It can. And like I said before, don't be surprised if you've seen a Surtain and a Jaycee Horn on this team. That would be crazy. A lot of people said, man, Lord, that's impossible. Well, I'm going to say this before I run. Last year, the Cowboys were set to draft Diggs with the 17th overall draft pick. They got him in the second. Let that sink in. Y'all already know who we got in the first. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready to play some football. And shout out to the JSU, Jackson State. D-Young, keep doing your thing. Win, lose, or draw. We holding it down over there as well. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.